Welcome to my diary. I'm Tatami. Here I talk about whatever I want to, and today I want to discuss it. Classism. Racism. Why do we have to always choose? Why is it never both to people? Why do those two issues not intersect in people's minds? It's become increasingly frustrating, actually, to see people be like, this police issue isn't a race issue. Look at it. It's not a race. I see white people getting hit down. This 75-year-old white man got pushed down all the time. What's going on? I'm like, what's going on is y'all are stepping up to the issue. Because somebody's 75-year-old grandpa got killed, I swear to God, last year sometime, and y'all didn't even notice because he was black, and therefore his cousin may have committed a crime at some point, which makes him a liability. His auntie may have gotten caught up in some scheme in 1964, so he was a liability. Y'all, somebody's old ass grandpa guaranteed got pushed down and hurt while he was unarmed or not at all affiliated with the situation that was occurring prior to this, and it didn't become famous. My whole point isn't that it has to become famous or that one person is over another or what have you. My point is that it's both for black people. I don't quite understand why that's a very hard thing for white people to understand. Is that think about what you're going through as a white person scared of the police, and now add the idea that your very appearance absolutely exacerbates this. And that includes if you're a homeless person with a big ass beard and you're looking kind of tan from the sun because you've been out here on the streets for a while. Honey, there's a black person who's been on the streets for a while looking a lot browner than you, who absolutely is more scared of the police. So I don't understand how people don't see how those two issues really intersect. How you can really suffer a shit ton from being poor, for being classified as lower class, as well as suffer from your basic appearance as a black person that will transcend you ever reaching out of being lower class. It's really crazy to me that people are trying to always comment, it's not even 100%, it's not a race issue. When 100% everything in the United States literally has a race issue. So the idea that the police issue is 100% a class issue is really mind-boggling and tone-deaf to me. I don't quite understand where these people are coming from, that they're going to dismiss the clear stats that show over policing, over imprisonment, over, like white people are consistently given lesser sentences than black people for the same crimes. Yet I'm to believe that there's no race issue. They're not disproportionately attempting to either kill or put into servitude for beyond minimum wage. If they paid the minimum wage, supposedly a lot of these upper class corporations that we take for granted now would absolutely either go under or be worth a lot less, because every major corporation you can think of, literally, honey, think of them as a good person. Now erase that, because they are likely in some form, in some way, in some small or big way, taking advantage of prison labor. So we have this huge issue where a disproportionate amount of companies that black people support are being basically run by, their foundation is built on using almost free black labor to build some product, their forks, their uniforms, their napkins, their license plates, their random material that needs handling is done by people in the prison system. And then when they come out, lo and behold, yes, you've been a fire jumper for the last 6-7 years, but you're a felon, so you can't actually apply to that job, even though you have the skill at it, you have the bravery at it, you are capable of doing it. And then we have this situation where Trump is trying to make a terrorist group, Antifa, which has no leader, has no group, a terrorist organization before the KKK is really even a terrorist organization that is systematically taken down. We're supposed to take down anti fascists. People who think that the United States is turning to fascism are the people that I'm supposed to really be fearing somehow. Um, y'all, it's a whole ass mess. It's a whole ass mess. My whole point is that we have a lot of really intriguing issues going on here. It's very, I can't tell if this is actually the American psyche, or because the people I watch are saying what I think, but the people in the mainstream media obviously are building an entire different narrative. So we're having this issue where I'm just like, who thinks what? You can't really tell. In the age of information, you can't quite get the information you're looking for. I hope I update this with more information. It's weird. It's weird trying to talk about politics as a citizen who doesn't quite have the ends on things, right? Um, it's so it's so hard. It's so difficult. I'm never quite sure where to start or where to end or where to begin, because the issues go so deep, beyond the actual government, but they also are sometimes very simple to look at. Even though they're trying to create a circus around the issue, it's a very simple issue that could be very simply solved. Sorry, followed and solved in a very simple path is what I was confusing those two thoughts on. It seems so simple, but then at the same time we have people making it so complex, or we have people focusing on such surface level issues that people think it's just this person's fault, when in reality there's a whole system behind it. At any rate, thank you for listening to my ramblings. May your ancestors and spirit guides be with you at every crossroads, and I will see you next time.